The fulfilled feeling is so quiet that the anxious mind often rejects it. It expects thunder. It expects a wave of certainty. But fulfillment often enters like a door closing softly behind you. That is why already done feels unclear. You are looking for a sensation strong enough to impress you. But the end is not always impressive. Sometimes it is simply the moment you stop asking. This is the part many people miss. They are not failing to imagine. They are failing to recognize what completion feels like. Completion does not beg to be noticed. It does not keep tapping you on the shoulder. It does not perform for the senses. It feels like the subject has lost its emergency. When something is truly settled in you, it becomes strangely ordinary. You can still care about it. You can still welcome it. But you are no longer leaning forward inside. That leaning is the old state. It is the inner posture of waiting. It says, I almost have it. It says, maybe it is coming. It says, I will rest when the world confirms me. But the fulfilled self does not live like that. The fulfilled self has no private courtroom where reality must defend the assumption. It does not call every silence a problem. It does not turn every delay into a verdict. Let me give you a simple story. Mara had been trying to manifest a new apartment. Not a mansion, not some impossible fantasy. Just a clean, peaceful place where she could finally breathe. Every night, she imagined walking through the front door. She imagined setting her keys on the counter. She imagined sunlight coming through the windows. For a few minutes, she felt relief. Then the scene ended, and the search began again. She opened rental apps. She checked listings she had already checked. She refreshed the same page as if the apartment might appear because she was staring hard enough. By the third week, Mara was exhausted. Not because apartments were impossible, but because her inner life had become a waiting room. She said, "It is already mine." But her behavior said, "Please tell me it is mine." That is a very different prayer. One night, she noticed something small. Earlier that day, she had ordered a new phone charger. After buying it, she did not sit at the window wondering if the store believed her. She did not refresh the order page every 5 minutes. She knew it was handled. The charger was not in her hand yet, but the matter felt complete. That quiet completeness shocked her, because it had no excitement in it, no dramatic emotion, no spiritual intensity, just a calm inner sentence, handled. And for the first time, she understood what she had been missing. She did not need to make the apartment feel huge. She needed to make it feel handled. So that night, she did not create a long scene. She did not force emotion. She simply rested in the feeling of coming home to a place that was already hers. Then she let the subject go. Not forever. Not by pretending she did not care. She let go of the need to keep touching it mentally. The next morning, she still looked at listings. But something was different. She was not searching like a person trying to be saved. She was browsing like a person following the next step. The same outer action came from a different inner position. That distinction is everything. Neville did not teach people to become passive. He taught them to stop acting from lack. You may still send the email. You may still make the call. You may still open the app. But the question is, who is doing it? Is it the one who is trying to become chosen? Or the one who already knows the end is secure? Mara found the apartment 3 days later. It came through a listing she almost ignored. The rent was fair. The location was better than expected. And the approval came with almost no drama. But the real shift happened before the approval. It happened when the desire stopped feeling like a crisis. That is the feeling of already done. Not fireworks. Not pressure. Not repeating words until you feel numb. It is the quiet removal of the argument. The inner debate ends. The desperate measuring ends. The constant checking for emotional certainty ends. You are no longer trying to prove the unseen to yourself. This is why forcing the feeling never works. Force belongs to the person who believes something is missing. Pressure belongs to the person trying to cross a distance. But the end has no distance in it. The end is not chasing itself. So when you say, "It is done," listen carefully to what happens next. Do you relax? Or do you immediately start looking for evidence? Do you move on naturally? Or do you keep reopening the desire like an unpaid bill? That small moment reveals your state. Not to shame you, not to make you monitor every thought, but to show you where you are still treating fulfillment like a future event. The finished state feels simple because it has nothing to prove. Think about something ordinary you already own. Your shoes, your name, your address. You do not spend the day trying to feel intense certainty about them. You simply know, and because you know, you rarely think about knowing. That is the direction. Your desire does not need to feel magical. It needs to feel accepted. It needs to move from, will this happen, into this belongs to my life. Once it belongs, your inner tone changes. You stop worshiping signs. You stop fearing silence. You stop asking every hour if creation is still working. The work becomes cleaner. You enter the end. You touch the feeling. Then you return to life without dragging the desire behind you. This is not abandonment. It is trust. Abandonment says, I give up because nothing is happening. Trust says, I no longer need to disturb what I have accepted. There is a dignity in that, a softness, a calm refusal to panic. You are not trying to convince the universe. You are accepting your own assumption as final. So today, do not search for a bigger feeling. Search for a quieter one, not the feeling that screams, it is coming. The feeling that whispers, this is no longer in question. Then live from there. Answer the message from there. Walk into the room from there. Make the decision from there. Because already done is not proven by how emotional you become. It is proven by how little you need to keep checking. The end does not shake you. It settles you. And once you learn that quiet inner settlement, you will stop mistaking anxiety for faith. You will stop trying to manufacture certainty. You will recognize the finished state by its simplicity. Because the thing that is truly yours does not always feel exciting. Sometimes it feels normal before it becomes visible. And that normal feeling is not weakness. It is the door. And if this message resonated with you, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit the notification bell, because what you learn next could change your life.